Hello, and welcome to
Ah, fantastic. Good work. Hello and welcome back to the YoGPoD. Very special edition, live on the first night of the Christmas live streams. Also, Christmas Charity Livestreams 2015. Simon.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. We're doing it live.
It's very special. I don't know which episode number it is because we did record a Christmassy podcast.
You've messed up the numbering system entirely. You came up with your own sort of...
I'd like this to be number 4.
Oh, my God.
What do you think?
I think it's probably 4 of the new series.
Yeah, but 3 hasn't gone out yet. So this will be...
Can't we just say this is the 400th episode? That sounds better.
400?
Yeah. And then when people say, oh, you've got a podcast, and we say, yeah, I've done 400 episodes of it.
Oh. Do we have to start over the numbering system from 400?
All right. Yeah.
So next one is going to be 401.
No, it'll be 400 again.
I mean, the archaic number. Oh, right, again.
No, we'll go backwards to 399 until we reach. Until we reach.
We don't normally have this happening. This is a late podcast. It's in the evening. All the white boys have got out on their scooters and they're zooming around town, making. People might not have been able to hear that scooter outside revving its engine.
I don't think it was a scooter.
What was it?
I think it was a motorcycle.
I don't think it was a motorcycle, Simon. I think it was a scooter. So today, I thought we could go through. I prepped some stuff.
Oh, God.
Okay. Because we've had a little bit of a different format in the YoGPod lately. Obviously, we are live on the internet, so we could take questions from people. But I think we'll just pretend that they're not there and just share this joy.
All right. The first question that someone asked, we'll answer.
Okay, you do that. But alternatively, the other thing I've got is I've got a load of stuff from Reddit, from Ask Reddit. Now,
right.
A classic thing, you keep looking out for a question on the stream, but
They're still talking about scooters.
Okay.
That's out behind.
It's fine. They'll catch up in no time.
They're saying scooter, vroom, vroom.
All right.
It's nice having this interaction with our fans.
Pay attention.
Okay.
So I remember one time I was driving back from somewhere. We'd gone somewhere. Can you remember? Maybe it was like Warwick Davis's house or something, and we were driving back in my Alfa Romeo, which I don't have anymore.
Oh my God, yeah, that car was
a
lovely, wasn't it?
It was my uncle's old Alfa Romeo, and he had it for like 12 years. He passed it on to me at a bargain. He gave it to me, sold it to me at a bargain price. And you know, when your uncle does a favour to you like that, he's always expecting some
like the Godfather,
It is a
isn't
little bit. It's like, I gave you that Alfa Romeo. Now you must look after my children when I die, kind of thing.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. You ask me a favor. I say, you just got to take this car off my hands.
So what? So he gave you an Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
An Alfa Romeo.
It's Italian.
Not Romeo.
It's Italian. It does fit with the whole Godfather thing, actually.
Yeah. So he gave you an Italian car for a piece of pizza pie.
And he was always kind of a little bit protective of it. Like whenever he saw me with it or saw me
after that car.
Exactly. It was like,
Is this the gay one that makes model airplanes?
No. Okay. No. This is he's still doing all right. He's a financial advisor now.
Oh.
Yeah, he's doing well for himself. Got a big house. He's a nice man. Very nice man. I like him a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't see him very often.
No.
I need to go to Canada, really, and see him because I haven't seen him for ages.
Oh, God, is that where he is?
Yeah, he went back to Canada.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's had an interesting life. We could talk about him. But no, let's talk about none of that.
Cars?
So when I was driving back from a long-winded anecdote, driving back from my from seeing Warwick Davis that one time, and it was really late because we'd stayed there filming because Warwick was like fucking that guy who
Kubrick.
He was like Stanley Kubrick. Every single shot in Dwarves Assemble had to be perfect. He would take these shots again and again and again. And, you know, it's completely the opposite of what we're used to.
And for everyone who's watched Dwarfs Assemble, you can see
the layers of quality that
Yeah.
have gone into that production. It was something, wasn't it, filming that? Because we were so used to just doing one take everything.
Yeah,
You know, half the time.
because we're so good. We can just do
even
it.
on the Christmas songs
Sorry,
and stuff. Most Christmas songs are things we do the
There.
most takes on.
One
and
take,
normally,
solid takes.
it's like, oh, all right, that one will do. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
we don't know where that one will do. We've done that one. And it's, so anyway, it was really late, wasn't
Yeah.
it, by the time we drove back? And I was fucking knackered for some reason,
Yeah.
not very well, and like falling asleep.
Yeah.
And you were really worried that I was going to just drive off, like, drive off the road.
Yeah,
So that-
we've done this before. You driving back late.
it's happened a few
You
times.
drove back late from Bristol to Reading that time. Didn't
There was a
we?
time, yeah, when we started out.
Was that when the car broke down and they had to go in the garage?
The car broke down on the way to Reading, didn't it? The wheel went, didn't it? The
wheel-
wheel burst. I was like,
Oh my God.
"Whoa!"
That was
And then we
fucking
drove off
hell. I was pretty calm, I think, during
the. It was a
that.
freezing ass fucking day, wasn't it? We were stuck on the
Oh
hard
God,
shoulder,
it was horrible. It was windy
and we
cold.
weren't sure whether to stay in the car on the hard shoulder and risk getting hit,
Yeah, you're not supposed to stay in the
or
car.
freeze our fucking asses off outside for like an hour.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get out of the car and stand like in the sort of verge,
Yeah.
not sit in the car,
I think that's what we did.
because there is always the danger that a lorry will just smash into the back of the car.
And I rang the
And
number.
especially if you've taken your seatbelt off, then you fly through the window and you're dead.
My uncle would give me his like MOT, like AA,
Oh,
whatever.
right,
It wasn't
okay.
AA or Green Flag. It was a weird one. It was like Lucky Clover or some
Lucky
shit.
Clover.
So I rang them up and they fucking contracted
Hello,
some.
my car's broken down. The wheel fell off. Can you help me?
Yeah,
I'm somewhere between Bristol and Reading.
that's right. I didn't know where I was either. This was.
Oh,
I don't think I had it. It wasn't like I had
you
Apple
bring-
Maps and I could tell where I was.
can you bring a thermos for some tea in?
Maybe I
I'm
did have
cold.
Apple Maps. I don't know. Maybe we knew exactly where we were. Anyway, they contracted some local
I
scrap
don't think we could
yard.
get a signal. I remember I couldn't get a signal.
I don't think we had to walk down the road to like one of those
No,
telephones that are just like randomly like emergency telephones.
No.
When was the last time you picked up a telephone? There was a thing, right? I saw on Reddit where a dad had made a Lego phone for his kid to use.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was like a really good rounded red yellow Lego
like an
phone.
old
Like an old
Baker-like
school-
phone.
And because his kid wanted a phone, and the kid actually just picked up a white flat rectangle.
yeah,
And just use that as the phone, because that's what kids now think phones are. They have white flat
they
rectangles.
think they're like this.
Yeah, no
Think
one.
This is a phone.
That's a phone, exactly. No one thinks a phone is like one of these things. So, I don't think I remember the last time I used a phone like that. We're not going to be arrested. Relax.
So what was the story?
So, that time it was late and it was dark.
This
and we were
is very
driving back.
belabored.
You had to keep me awake, okay? And the way you kept me awake was by reading out random shit that dumbasses had posted on Reddit.
Oh God, yeah,
Like
yeah,
these
yeah.
Ask Reddit threads. So, like, there's an Ask Reddit thread. You're placed in a room with 100 random people. There is a £1 million grand prize if you can do a single thing better than every person there. What is your talent?
1 million people.
Yeah.
What, in one room?
Yeah.
I mean, how big
No,
is
it's
this?
100 people. There's $1 million grand. Listen.
There's 1 million people in a
Sorry,
room.
there's 1 million
and you
people
win
in
a
a room.
pound.
So
It's a lot of effort to go to try and beat 1 million. So 100 people.
in a room, and there's a £1 million grand prize if you can do a single thing better than every person there. What is your talent?
Fart, maybe?
You think your talent is farting better than
Probably
other people?
fart better than 100 people.
All right, Sips is there in the room with you.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you've lost that.
Well, that's
one
out the
instantly.
window, isn't it?
Any other ideas? So,
Vegetarians always beat you, won't they?
so I mean, the classic thing is 100 truly random people.
What about do nothing?
Well, okay,
Well, if I could just sit there and do nothing
okay.
better than everyone else.
Well, this is the top answer.
Because other people will be like reading books or just, looking around, whistling. And
It's
stuff,
like they're, yeah,
and I'll just
everyone's
be
showing
like,
off their talents. Like some guy's got really stretchy ears or stretchy nostrils or whatever, and he like stretches them out. The next guy's like, I can get my elbow like up my ass, and he does that.
Right.
And the next guy is like, I can juggle 16 turnips, cabbages,
Right.
carrots, all sorts of veg, better than anyone else. And he
Yeah.
does that. Yeah, great. And you go through, Okay.
So what? Everyone wins $1 million.
Yeah.
If they can do something better than everyone else, they win $1 million.
Yeah.
So if all 100 people can find something that they can do better,
Then 100 other people.
so that's 100 million. What TV show is this?
It's not a TV show. It's a made-up.
Is it
bollocks.
Simon Cowell? I mean,
Sure.
Because that £100 million. I mean, they can't. I mean, is that just one episode? Because holy shit, that's a very expensive TV show.
Relax. So anyway, you're going to say
if they have 25 episodes in a season a year, right? That's
I guess
a
what
lot
it's
of
trying-
money.
I'm going to don't think about
that's
the don't metagame it.
$2.5 billion.
Just they're not going to do this show.
You could send someone into space for cheaper than that.
What can you do better than 100 random people? What can you do better than 100 random people?
I don't know. I'm not sure I really have much in the way of talent.
I know it's tough, isn't it? But you like the idea of staying completely silent because that's what someone suggested here. I'd stay completely silent until the other 99 people had all said something, and then claim my £1 million prize as the quiet game room champion.
That's what I would do. I would do a smart ass thing like that.
Being
and try
quiet.
and play the meta game.
What if some other guy was being super quiet as well?
I'd walk up to him and punch him in the face, and then I'd say, "Look, I can punch someone in the face better than everyone else."
But then someone might punch you in the face, and that might be a better
But it's
punch.
just me and him left.
That's true. No.
So that guy would have to punch me in the face.
No, it's not an elimination. You have
Isn't
to do.
it?
No, you have to
What?
be quiet better than the other 99 people.
But
You
if
see?
they're all doing stuff,
No, but it doesn't matter. They still have to. In order for
so
you to.
all 100 of us have to do 100 activities.
Yes, that are better than the other.
Jesus
I know it's
Christ.
confusing. I didn't expect it to
So
be
I
this
have
confusing.
to try and juggle. I have to try and put my elbow up my ass.
Yeah. And if you can't do it, then they win the prize. You see.
So I can win more than $1 million. If I can beat 100 people,
Yes,
at,
I
say
guess so,
14
sure.
different things,
Sure.
then I win $14 million.
All 100 people.
I don't think
are gonna
they've thought
get
this out
a
properly.
fucking task. Everyone's going to come up with a task. You're going to compete like the Olympics, and then someone is going to win $1 million for winning that event.
Okay.
Okay. And so it's the elbow up the arse game. There's the fucking juggling carrots
Someone will be
game.
playing a parkour thing in Minecraft. And I'll be like, nope, I'm out.
You don't stand a chance about that. Yeah, exactly. Someone, maybe you play like a niche sport, like darts. How many of a random group of 100 people? What's the chance
I'm
that
not
you're going to
very
get
good at
against someone?
darts.
Well, no, but you don't have to be. You just have to be better than 100 random people. Like a lot of people would never heard of darts. Look, 100 random people in the world.
Are they
right?
random from the world?
If we take 100 random people in the world, half of them are going to be from China and India.
That's a good
They don't play
point.
darts.
That's a
okay?
good point.
They'll be like, what is this? And they won't know how to do it. That's not
racist?
racist. No.
How
that's
is that not
That
racist?
wasn't racist. That was just a stereotype.
Okay. So it's just totally different. Doing a stereotype of a race is completely different from race. Oh my god.
It's fine.
I'm friends with so many Indian people.
I am
And
too. I'm going
gonna
out with
tell
an
them.
Indian lady.
Are you?
I've dated an Indian. No, I'm not. But
Okay.
I have done. And it's fine. Good. Shall we move on from that challenge?
Sure.
Okay, good.
What? I saw what the question was. People were asking wine or cheese.
Oh, yeah,
What
wine
does
or
that
cheese? Oh, well, okay, fine. Have you heard of wine or cheese?
No, what is that?
Well, I could get Smithy in for a very special wine or cheese.
Oh
if
no,
you
what
want.
is this?
Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
I don't know where he is.
He's in here. Hang on. Oh, we're doing a live podcast, aren't we? Smith.
We're supposed to be doing a live podcast, and Lewis has left the building. He's gone.
He's literally Smith is literally He's like behind this wall in the
Oh, yeah,
studio.
there he
Right,
is.
have a seat here. Okay, you're alive. Don't worry about it. Simon,
Hello.
you have to ask Simon wine or cheese.
Oh, I have to do the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god, I don't know what this is. This is weird.
All right, so, Simon.
Are you going to give me a Chinese burn if I get it wrong?
No, nothing's... Nothing, well,
Okay.
we'll see.
Please.
Wine or cheese? Choose one.
I definitely prefer cheese.
So you've chosen cheese.
What does that mean?
You find yourself alone in the forest.
Oh god.
You have 2 large wheels of cheese. What sort of
Oh.
cheese is it? They can be different.
Yeah, I would say I would have a truckle, I believe the term is,
Okay.
of cheddar,
Okay.
mature cheddar,
Yeah.
and perhaps I'd have. Oh God, let's think.
I'm gonna have to
Like a
rush you.
Gouda.
A Gouda.
Yeah.
Okay, Gouda. Right. So you got two.
Sort of nutty, mild.
Yeah,
cheese.
quite nutty. A little bit. This one's got a bit hard on the outside, though. That's the only thing.
Okay.
Just FYI. So you're standing in this forest, and you look.
Is it an enchanted forest?
It's not enchanted. No.
Okay, it's just a normal forest.
It's the Forest of Dean.
Oh.
It's just up the road.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
They Angsburgers like me round there.
Yeah, they do. They don't like you at all, actually. And you look behind you, and there is an angry mob forming. They're about half a mile down the
Sounds
road,
right.
though.
There's a road in the
Yeah,
forest.
there's like a path. It's like a path.
Okay.
It's a scenic tour thing, all right?
Okay. And I can see half a mile away.
Half a mile away.
So it's a very
you're on the top,
straight-
You're on a hill. It's Roman.
right.
It's Roman. The path's
Okay,
Roman.
yeah.
Right. So you've got two paths you could go off. One of them says to the lake. The other one says to the picnic area. Which way do you go? They're coming.
The picnic area.
You're going to the picnic
Yeah,
area
with
right?
my cheese.
So you go to the picnic area with your cheese. It's nighttime, by the way.
Oh.
It's sort of, you know.
So it's quite dark. How
yeah,
can
but
I
it's,
see
it's
where
a
I'm going?
balmy,
Have
it's
I
a
got
balmy
torch?
night. Yeah, you've got.
How am I carrying 2 truckles of cheese
The
and
torch
a torch?
is wedged into a like sort of hook system on your back. It's a blaze though. It's a flaming torch.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It looks quite spectacular. So you get to the
So
picnic
they
area.
can all see me?
Yeah, they can see you. You're lit up like a bloody Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You get to the picnic area, and there are those barbecues. You know, those like sort of barbecue areas.
Yeah.
Right, and you find a barbecue, like a foil one, right?
Oh, yeah. One of those disposable.
Yeah, and it's still got a bit left in
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to put some cheese on there.
So you put some cheese on the sort of still warm barbecue,
Yeah.
and it starts to drip through the grate.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Can I get a bit of it and on my finger? And
Yeah,
sort
you
of
can.
lick it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right,
that's
so you do
nice.
that.
Yeah.
But it's really hot.
I've
And
burnt
it
my
actually,
finger.
it burns your tongue and your mouth quite badly.
It's like napalm.
It's starting to swell.
You can't get it off.
Yeah, you
It's
can't.
Stuck.
And your mouth's actually fused shut from the cheese. Yeah. But you realise the villagers are like 100 metres away now. They're coming. They're going, there he is! Get him!
Why are they after me? Did I steal the cheese?
You've done something terrible.
Oh, God.
You've
I
done-
killed a girl.
Yeah.
An 8-year-old girl.
Accidentally.
I killed her.
Yeah.
I ran her over.
Yeah, you did. You hit her with
With
your
a
car.
steamroller.
You did. Which is a steamroller. Your car's a steamroller.
She was a little crippled girl.
She was, and they've got her. They're holding her body above the mob.
Oh, God,
now,
they're
like
carrying
like
her.
like a vestige or a what do they call Guy Fawkes?
And they're shouting, justice, justice.
They are. Get that cheese swilling.
Justice for Jenna. That's what they're saying, because that's the name.
Jenna, spelled Genna. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Fathers for justice.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
fathers for justice. One of them's just
They're
like
coming for
Batman,
me.
right? And they see you've eaten this cheese, and they're chasing it. What do? You run. You take the barbecue. What do you do?
I stand my ground.
You use the stand your ground law,
Yes.
right? There's a law.
That's
so you
right.
pull out a large 44
Cock.
revolver.
Right, yes.
It's cocked.
It's cocked.
Yeah,
That's right.
The revolver's
That's what I
cocked.
said.
You've got 6 bullets. There's about 20 people.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Shoot the cheese.
You're gonna shoot the cheese.
I'm going to put more holes in the Gouda.
So you pick up the cheese and you say, "This Gouda's got several holes in it already, but I'll put a few more in. Don't step any closer."
And they stop.
They all stop, apart from one really ballsy old woman, and
Oh,
she's
shit.
still coming. What do?
I put a bullet in her fucking head.
You take that bitch down. She goes down like a sack of shit. You pull the trigger, the round pierces through the night, and she goes
God.
down. And they're all horrified. Not only have you now crushed a young girl,
Who's next?
right, you say who's next?
Yeah.
Right? And then one of the guys shits himself. You can smell
Yeah.
it. The wind's actually blowing towards you.
Oh,
right?
God. Okay.
But then you look to the side, and there's a sort of slight crest to the side of the group, right? And on that crest is a large bear.
Oh,
I mean, a big bastard. He's a grizzly, all right?
Right.
And he looks like he hasn't spotted you yet, but he spotted the old lady's slumped body on the ground,
Oh,
right?
my God.
Comes in,
He's going to eat her.
just starts eating her, chows down.
Oh, God.
All right, now he is.
Do you know what would be nice with that? A bit of cheese.
Bit of cheese. Do you want to offer the bear some cheese?
I'll offer the bear some cheese.
So you walk over,
Yeah.
all right? You offer
I
him
want
the
to try
cheese.
and bond with the bear.
All right. So what would you like to do? So you're
Like
you're
in
crouched
the
down,
movie
offering the cheese.
Grizzly Man by
Right.
Werner Herzog.
I haven't seen it.
Spoiler, the guy dies.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God! All right. So you offer the bear the cheese.
Yeah.
And he looks up, sniffs around a bit. His face is covered in gore and viscera
Yeah.
from the grandma that's died by your hand.
Is he ready for the cheese now?
He'd like some cheese. You can see it in his eyes. He
I can
liked
see it in
the
his
cheese.
smile.
Yeah. You can see it in his eyes.
Can I offer him a glass of port or something?
Have you got port with you?
I think I might have.
All right.
Yeah.
You get the bottle of port out and he sort of shuffles back a bit. He doesn't like the port. He's scared of it.
Okay.
He says he swore off fortified wine the
I
day
love some Dr. Pepper.
he liked the Dr Pepper.
Okay.
It's
almost the same thing, isn't it?
teetotaler.
It's like a flatter version.
I've never heard that comparison made before.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
So the bear drinks it down.
Yeah.
All right. But what you haven't realised,
I took my eyes off the group.
the group have come for you.
I took my eyes off the
and
group.
they look like they're setting up a lynching spot. It looks like a real good lynching spot.
I get behind the bear.
Yep.
I've got a gun.
Yep.
I've got 2 truckles of cheese. I've got a bear.
Yeah.
I
And
think
the
the
corpse
odds,
of an
the
old
odds are
woman.
in my favour, I think.
right, okay.
I've got a dead old woman,
Yeah.
half eaten. I hold up her head
All right.
in my hand. And I put my other arm around the bear.
And they see this.
Yeah.
And you know what? They fancy their chances. All right.
Those
They pull out
fuckers.
boards with
Right.
nails, one nail to the end of it.
They've all got that.
Yeah, all of them.
Straight.
It's
It's like they ripped apart a
They
cabin.
are from the
passed.
Forest of Dean. Like,
Yeah.
that's Gloucester area. They're
Okay.
strange people up there.
Yeah. They've probably all got knives there.
Yeah, so they come at you.
Yeah.
Right, the bear lurches into action. All right, immediately tears a 13-year-old boy's hand off.
Oh, great
right,
stuff.
Immediately goes. He's screaming. His parents are just like. One of them just puts the kid out of his misery with one of their nail boards.
Oh my God, he's
Yeah.
only lost a hand.
Come
on.
Look, they're
He
not
could
doctors.
lead a good
They're
life.
not trained doctors.
They
They
have
have
prosthetic.
They have no idea that this kid is actually fine. So the
They're
kid goes
forest
down.
people.
Yeah,
you
they
don't
do.
understand.
But all the gore and the melee draws more animals in.
Oh,
And
okay.
some particularly unfriendly badgers come in. You don't
Right.
see them coming. They come up and grab you from behind.
Oh, no.
And I believe the
Oh,
kids
God.
call it chicken dipper you, where they rip your balls off from behind you. All right? So
Oh my God.
you've been castrated, okay?
Chicken dipped by a badger.
You've been chicken dippered by a badger.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
I should have picked wine.
I
should have picked
Your
wine.
blood is pissing out. You've got moments left.
Too late now.
You've got 5 bullets left in the chamber, right? And you've got moments to live. What do you do?
I take down as many people as I can.
So you level your 44.
I go for the old women.
What about the
first.
ones that look like they've got the most to live for?
Oh, I'll look for the happiest people.
Okay.
The people who look like they're having a good time.
There were some people at the picnic area who weren't even with these guys.
Fuck it, I'll take them out.
Right.
It's like a family picnicking in the middle of the fucking night.
Doggers.
What were they thinking?
They were doggers.
They're asking for it,
They're
pretty
doggers.
much.
All right, you put the remaining 5
Take 'em
rounds
down.
from your revolver. They sail through the night and take down expertly, I may add,
Yeah,
4 very happy people and the family dog.
yeah. I put 2 in the dog.
You reload. And put another on the dog.
Yeah.
As you drop to your
To be
knees,
sure.
leaning back, you hear the melee of a bear fighting 15 people with nails in the board. The bear wins, by the way, just FYI. The bear kills all of them.
Is that the last thing I see? My friend Bear.
No, the last thing you see is just this badger looking over you and just nodding. And he's just like...
Yes.
And then the other one just takes the cheese and fucks off. Sorry.
They love cheese. That's why I think that's what attracts them.
Yeah, but thanks for playing.
You
You did pretty well. Your body count was exceptionally high.
How many points do they get?
Cool.
It was pretty high. At least 12.
Yeah, maybe even 16.
Maybe.
How often do people, what kind of score do people usually get?
Oh, anywhere from 7.5 through 14.
It's
So I'm sort of the
Yeah.
upper half.
Oh yeah, you're
Some people get
top
above
tier.
average.
4 or 5 stars, and sometimes
Yeah.
you give them a B.
It's a complicated and
Yeah.
somewhat illogical scoring system.
Yeah, you were
It's
somewhere
it's
between
scoring that's more from the heart
Yeah.
than from the brain.
Yeah.
I'd say you got
Much like the game in whole.
a 2-2.
A 2-2.
A 2-2.
A Desmond.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll give you the 2-2.
That was good. Well,
There
thank
we
you
go.
very much.
No problem. Thanks for playing. I'll give you this back.
Thank you. What happened to your arm, by the way? Look at that.
I fucking burnt it on a light.
Oh, that's a really sad way
I
to...
wasn't going to mention it. I saw it and I thought I won't mention it.
I thought you would...
because that would be rude.
I thought you were going to say I was shot.
No, it looks worse than it is because I put iodine on it.
Oh, that's why.
See that? You
Yeah,
can't-
it's gruesome.
I think it's this thing here. Yeah, I was trying to save a butterfly from behind my bed and I reached around and there was a bare lamp and I burnt it.
You were trying to save
bear-
a butterfly.
Yeah.
A bear lamp?
The least macho thing I've
lamp in the
ever
shape-
heard in my
A
life.
lamp
burnt
in the
myself
shape
with
of a bear?
Yeah.
What was attacking a butterfly?
No, it wasn't. The butterfly was just in the house for some reason. I think
Okay.
it's like
Did it smell some cheese or something in there?
must have done.
That can attract them.
That gets some
Wow.
real good.
That was amazing. That was a good
Well,
suggestion.
thank you
Twitch.
very much for being part of the YoGPoD.
No problem.
Thank
and
you,
also
Smithy.
this is the live YoGPod as part of the YoGcast
really?
2015
Yeah.
Jingle Jam.
Oh, shit.
It'll be on iTunes. You can check it
wow.
out.
God, I'm famous.
Yeah.
Not many people get invited.
You've not been on
to
a podcast before.
to the
I haven't
YoGPod.
been on a podcast.
How did you like it?
It was excellent.
Hat
Well.
Chat is higher than we are.
Top 5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh snap! We need to change that. This is why we got him on.
Yeah.
Improve it.
Yeah.
Up the ante.
So
Yeah.
you
Up the
know,
arse.
Feed.
Up your auntie's arse.
Oh.
with a revolver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see you guys on Friday. I think we're here on Friday.
Yes, you're doing a musical extravaganza.
Yeah.
Oh,
It'll be
God.
good. I'm excited for
You'll
it.
see me on here.
We're doing a song as well.
Oh, yeah.
But you're
Oh,
doing,
God.
so the idea for your stream, do people know about this?
I'm not sure.
Is that you're going to be making songs, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to be making a Christmas song,
Maybe more than one.
more than one, with the help of the audience.
Yeah.
And you're going to show them the whole process, right?
Yeah.
The whole recording, editing, mixing, mastering, uploading it to Spotify and all that crap.
Yeah.
And they could take part in all of that. That sounds amazing.
And you're going to do it all in 3 hours.
And are they going to make
What?
are you going to make the little album art and stuff as well?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Like 600 by 600
Paint
pixels
up.
square.
Yeah. Paint up. Do it.
Shit.
With my nose.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they've got more than 3 hours. You've got the whole night. So you've got 6 hours.
oh,
Or
right.
7 hours. Is that right? I think so.
You can do like 8 songs in that time.
Well, I don't know. It took me about that to write out one of them, and that's not done yet. So, yeah. We got one song. I'm excited about it, Smith.
I
But,
can tell.
yeah, we have to record it first. So there's no promises on whether it's actually going to arrive in time or not.
Shit.
The internet loves promises.
It does. Holy crap. Well, thank you, Smith.
All right.
Off,
Ta very much.
off you go.
Cheers,
Thanks
man.
for the cameo.
See you later.
Oh, holy crap. That was a good guess, wasn't it?
That was good. He's probably the best guest we've had on here.
He was very funny and very attractive as well.
What?
Very nice man. Just those lovely lips and that muscly arms. Oh, it's just got me balls tingling. That's all.
Oh, my God.
It's the thing that happens.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess it mostly happens when there's a traitor around, though.
okay.
And CTT.
Oh, man. Oh, that was good.
Oh my goodness. So,
Oh, wine or cheese.
now you know. Now you know.
Now I know what it is. It was good.
I guess you can actually continue to answer questions directly live off the stream if you want any more. If you see a good one, drop in. But otherwise, I'll continue with this one. So this is a good Ask Reddit. Again, citation needed on all these. I don't know where they came from. I haven't got links to them. But there was a Ask Reddit thing that said, what has an annoyingly misleading name? Okay.
Right.
And the best one, I think, is the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea.
Okay, because it's not democratic. It's not a republic. Well, actually, it is a republic, but it's not the people's.
Certainly, it's not very.
And it is north.
It's not very. It's not very nice, is it?
And it is the Korean Peninsula.
Can you think of any that are?
So it's about half right. It's about half accurate. That's not too bad.
It's quite annoyingly misleading,
Well, it's
though,
like
isn't it?
60% accurate. It's all right.
Well, I mean, if you count the of as one of the.
Oh, if we count that as well, then that's even more. Then that's 2/3. So it's 66.66 recurring.
Okay. Well, the other options, the other ones that were written down here was a ringworm, right? Because ringworms.
It's not a worm.
It's not a worm. It's a fungus. That's a bit
But
misleading.
it is a kind of a ring shape under the skin.
Yeah. I wonder why that happens. I don't really want to know, actually.
It's half right. Again.
Fun size candy bars. Because they're so
Yeah.
small.
Well, the smallness is supposed to be fun. It's like we have celebrations and miniature heroes and those
Yeah.
kind of things. Mini chocolate bars that are like tiny things.
Oh, that's making me
and they're
very
lovely.
peckish.
Exactly, they're lovely, aren't they?
They are nice.
They are fun.
Do you think they're fun?
I think they're fun.
Well, you think fun-sized candy bars are not misleading? I thought fun would be bigger. I'd have a lot more fun with a big one.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of
Everyone
fun.
has more fun with a big one.
Oh my god.
They are fun. Fuck you, says Clumboli. Jesus,
Nice.
give me a break, Clumboli. Take it easy.
All caps.
Okay, next.
Ban him.
Inflammable.
Yeah.
Right.
Inflammable means the same thing as flammable.
Yeah. What a confusion. But how do you what's the opposite of inflammable or flammable then?
Unflammable.
Unflammable.
Non-flammable.
Non-flammable. Okay, that does make sense. Also, Greenland.
Wasn't it named that to sort of encourage people to settle there?
Was
to
it?
stake a claim, because it's owned by Denmark.
Right.
So the idea was to sort of encourage settlers from Denmark to go there. They called it Greenland.
It's like calling somewhere Gold Hills.
It's like Iceland should be called Greenland,
Right.
even though it's not really green, it's more volcanic.
Why
And
should
maybe-
Iceland be called Greenland?
Because then Greenland gets to be called Iceland, and that's more accurate.
Oh, I see. You can swap them round.
I think that's how it works.
Right.
So you'd have to swap. So we could be called the United States of America,
Right.
and they would have to be called the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Where would Northern Ireland be in that situation?
Canada. no, it would be Alaska,
Alaska,
wouldn't it?
of course it would
That
be.
works.
It works. It works.
Holy shit.
And then what's Hawaii? Like
But
the,
what's,
like
what's
the Scilly
Southern
Islands.
Island? What's the Republic of Ireland?
Republic Island has got to be
Canada.
Canada,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That kind of works. Yeah.
It does kind of work. All right, I like it. What is the strangest thing? Oh no, that one hasn't got any answers to it. So, this is poorly prepared. Sorry.
Someone's saying blowjob is misleading because you don't blow, you suck. However, it is like work. So it's definitely a job.
Maybe for some of us. What's something your family does that you didn't know was weird?
Blowjob.
My fiance's family all kiss each other on the lips.
Oh my God.
He kisses his mum on the lips, his
Now-
grandpa on the lips, his aunt on the lips. Everyone kisses everyone on the lips, and they get offended when I won't do it.
That's how you get oral herpes.
But what?
Oral herpes.
You mean cold sores?
Yeah.
HPV?
Yeah.
Is it actually herpes?
Yeah.
Is it real herpes?
Yeah. But it's a different kind.
Is
but
it?
it's
Isn't
still...
it? What's human papillomavirus? Is that?
I don't know.
Is that chlamydia? HPV?
What, koalas again?
Yeah, the one koalas have. Did we talk
don't
about
think
koalas in the podcast recently? Yeah, we did, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
They've all got HPV probably or herpes.
Is that the same thing?
Maybe. I'll Google it. We
you
have
don't
got
know
the
what you're-
internet at our house.
I mean, I'm a little bit worried because you don't really know, your
Human
citation needed.
papillary virus. No, I think it's
It's a different thing.
it's it's genital warts is what it is.
Right.
Okay, that's
Which is
it's a
not
different virus to the
oral
herpes one.
herpes.
Oral herpes. So,
So
you're
he
saying
kisses his granddad. Does he slip a tongue in, or
no? It's just a little lippy. It's a Frenchy. Oh no, it's not even French. I mean, they're French kissing the cheeks, don't they?
twice?
Twice on the cheeks. I always chicken out after the one, and it's kind of awkward.
You're like, yeah, that's enough. Cheers.
I've done it a lot.
Whatever. And then you push them away. Stick your hand in their face and push it.
What is something your family does that you didn't know was weird? My family milks the cat by grabbing any two of their body parts, i.e., front legs, back legs, or ears, or sometimes the tail.
Just that.
Sometimes the tails of two of them standing next to each other, and alternates gently pulling on them and making peesh poosh noises.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
You're going to do that as soon as you get home.
They wouldn't let me. No fucking way would
You
they
wouldn't
let
milk
me.
the cat, like-
they would
like
not
pulling
let
on
me.
its paws?
No,
Right.
no.
What would they do?
They'd bite me. Yeah.
Okay. Not normal, apparently. We spend all the time we can with each other. We look forward to seeing each other.
That's weird.
What's something your family does that you didn't know was weird? We spend all the time we can with each other. We buy each other gifts regularly, not just on holidays. We give each other money when we're down. We speak truthfully to each other, even when it's to tell each other they are being an asshole.
Whatever.
No one does that. That's really weird. No one loves each other like that much. What's something your family does that's weird? Every Christmas, perfect, Christmas related.
Oh, yes.
My mother would prepare a batch of boiled eggs, one of which is rotten. We would each take one and bite into it. Whoever got the rotten one would be named the Egg Lord for the rest of the day.
The Egg Lord.
Egg Lord.
Oh my God, that is incredible.
You like that one? In my family, it is normal to ask if anyone needs to use the toilet after we number one to save water. That sounds something like a really stingy dad would do, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds like a gross thing that your dad would like.
I'm really pissed. Does anyone need to have a shit? That's literally what you're saying.
Yeah, it's horrible. I can see a dad doing that though. You know, an old-fashioned dad.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Oh yes, that eternal saying.
Yeah.
Every Thanksgiving, we pass a corn.
If it's green, you've been taking iron supplements. I think that's the additional bit.
If it's purple, that's beetroot, isn't it?
Yeah.
What else? Any other poo-related stuff you need? Could drop out now? No, okay, cool. Every Thanksgiving, we pass a corn on the cob around and pretend to smoke it like a blunt. Just a big old fatty.
Why?
I don't know. That's a crazy one, isn't it?
That is a bit odd.
So, what gets weirder and weirder the more you think about it? Okay. So, first person's replied is owning a pet. Essentially, you have taken an animal from their mother, kept them against their will, but they have developed Stockholm syndrome to the point that they love you.
Yeah, I'm not sure that what you're doing is you're putting human psychology into an animal.
What do you
you're
think?
Anthropomorphizing them.
But they give them names. Of course we're anthropomorphizing
Slave
them.
names.
Slave names. What do you think your cat's real names are?
What's it called?
Like their tribal names or whatever. Their real names.
Kunte, I think.
Kunte.
Yeah.
And Foku. Fucker.
Oh my god. Oh
They're
my
horrible,
god.
aren't they, your cats?
They are horrible. Fuckface and Wank Chops are their names. Their real names.
That sounds more like it. Jesus. What gets weirder and weirder the more you think about it? Legal tender. The only thing holding currency together is our own confidence that it works.
That's fiat currency, in which you have a sort of arbitrary value assigned to it,
But
it
even
doesn't
though
actually exist.
When Ravs and
Whereas
Sips
there's
come
things
over-
like
Oh, sorry, go on.
things like gold, for example, do have a sort of intrinsic value and a sort of rarity it's associated with them.
Well, I don't know. Fiat currency is backed by tax, effectively. That's what it's got behind it. People pay income tax to the government, don't they? So it's always got this. It's our fiat currency is backed by our hard work.
Yeah.
And by the amount we believe in it. That's true. But yeah, Sips and Ravs come down with their Scottish and Jersey banknotes.
Oh god.
And they can't spend them.
Oh god. The
So people
they
don't
get from
believe in their
shops.
banknotes, do they?
They
Just
say-
think, it's a house of cards.
As people, and they say, Scottish not taking that. Don't have to take it.
No.
Do they have to take it?
No, actually, I don't think they do.
Or do they?
There's a thing where people who own shops can refuse any customer for any reason to sell them stuff, basically.
Well,
They don't have to serve
They
you
should
stuff.
get Bristol pounds.
No one
Get
accepts
Bristol pounds.
Bristol pounds are like
Shop
a
local,
shitty
hashtag-
farming version of Bitcoin.
Oh my god! Don't call Bristol pound a shitty farming version of Bitcoin.
It's like the opposite of Bitcoin, though. It's like even more backwards.
Oh my god!
It's like going even further away. What's weirder and weirder the way you think about it? Every stranger you ever met, glanced at, or even interacted with over the internet over the course of your
actually
entire life
people.
is either still out there leading a life as complicated and vivid as your own.
Oh, they're dead.
They're dead! Is that weird to think about? Don't worry about that. It's just evidence.
Fuck. I guess it's weird if you're like a sociopath and you wouldn't just assume that.
That's true. What gets weirder and weirder the more you think about it? That as an adult, it is deemed weird to drink a human breast milk, but to drink random animals' breast milk is totally fine.
Oh god.
What?
Isn't it weird to just like eat the flesh of another living creature? Breast milk seems quite tame, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Eating cow tit juice is fine, but you're taking a bite out of muscle from a cow's ass. Sorry, fanny for American.
Oh my god. Beef cat food.
Beef fanny.
Beef cat food. Cats are now eating. If your cat eats a cow, how would that have happened in nature?
A large wild cat would take out a calf.
Okay, that makes sense. That's fine. That's not weird then in that case. I like it. But it's the other way round, isn't it now?
Saber-toothed tiger.
Cats are little dinky mini things. But could you imagine like a little house cat or a pack of them taking on like a
pack
cow?
Of house. Oh my god! Or tearing little chunks out of it. It's like death by 1,000 cuts.
That'd be terrible.
Death by 1,000 cats.
What's
Nice.
considered
High five.
What's considered trashy if you're poor, but classy if you're rich? Classy. Trashy if you're poor, but classy if you're rich. Well, getting financial handouts from the government.
Wait, oh, I see.
If you're rich, it's a good thing.
Hashtag bailout. Nice.
Having a dinner table made out of a repurposed door.
Oh, yeah. Anything sort of hipstery.
Anything
kind of.
upcycled like that, yeah.
Like, wearing second-hand clothes. No, they're actually vintage. Lol.
I love these. These are so. I haven't got any credits for whoever wrote these, but these are great.
You're just reading out. None of these are from you. They're all from the internet.
They're all from the internet. Yeah, it's amazing.
You're not
isn't it?
giving any of your own answers.
Well, I come up with a couple. You've come up with a couple. It's fine. You haven't come up with that many. Multiple cars on your property.
Right.
This is an experimental thing, okay? If we don't like it, we won't use it next time. I just want to see how it flows.
Lewis reads stuff from the internet.
Yeah, well, it's funny. It's funny stuff. I like it. This stuff wouldn't get used otherwise. It would just get forgotten about. All that gold.
Oh, lost in time.
Yeah.
Like tears in rain.
That's a Blade Runner quote. Drinking in the day. That's the thing, isn't it?
Is that classy?
Well, you
even
see
if you're
James
rich?
Bond doing it. Every time he goes into a scene, he gets a bottle of whiskey and pours out.
Yeah, only when the sun's over the yard arm.
They do it up at the top of a high rise as well, don't they? Like in a financial business meeting, he'll say,
Liquid lunch.
"Come in, help yourself to a brandy."
Oh, yeah.
I
don't know how often people do that in, business meetings and stuff.
all the time.
Do they have a decanter?
Yeah, because it's. Do you know what? I think people really are like this.
I'm the one that bought you a fucking, drinking cabinet.
I never
thing.
use it though. I sort of saw chili sauce.
Yeah, you don't have any alcohol in the office, do you? Oh, what's that there? An advent calendar full of bottles of gin.
What's considered trashy if you're poor but classy if you're rich? Inbreeding.
Wait,
Well, because it's like rednecks, but also royal family.
are you saying the royal family have sex with each
classically, living off your parents' wealth.
other? Like the royal family. Lol.
Having a sex dungeon.
Right.
If Christian Grey had not been rich, 50 Shades of Grey would simply have been an overly long Law and Order SVU episode.
I mean, it's pretty
I've not watched
abusive
Law
as
and
it
Order.
is.
Law and Order. What's SVU stand for?
Special Victims Unit.
Oh, God.
It's mostly about sexual assault cases. So it's brilliant telly.
What's
Jesus.
trashy if you're poor but classy if you're rich? Everything. A rich man who acts erratically is labelled eccentric. A poor man who acts erratically is labelled mentally ill. What's the difference? The rich man can afford to stay out of the nut house.
The rich man in his castle.
This is a good one. This will apply to the people on the stream. So, gamers, what's the worst nickname you've ever used that you actually thought was cool at the time?
Zephos.
Man, I used it. Well, when you're a kid, you used it. The first nickname I ever had on
Ace.
on the internet. No,
Shithole.
it was Crumpet. I know it's really bad.
People Google that and they'll find your old posts on
they won't.
forums.
But that was when I was like 8, and I didn't understand that.
Neopets
I didn't understand that
or
it was.
something.
It meant nice bit of crumpet. It meant
You're
like.
I like crumpets, like it with butter on.
That's right. I was a little child, and it was great. I had a great time being that until someone told me.
Oh, your name's gay, lol. You're like, no, it isn't. You both sound the same.
So a couple of people have put some in. Do you want to hear them? I mean, there's a lot of them in chat right now. Oh my God, look at all these embarrassing names.
I'm too scared to say it like my old usernames.
Juicy Giblet. Well, you can only say them if they're really embarrassing. Look at these guys. So there's one guy wrote, his name was Double Barrel Boob Guns. That's not a bad one.
It's quite a long one.
Double Barrel
isn't it?
Boob Guns.
It might be too long for, some places.
Bilbo T. Baggins. That's so Gaben. Pelvic Thrust of Death. STD's Nuts. Oh my God. Boater Boy 9292. I had a boat, so I thought I was the shit until I had to say it to people out loud, and then they thought I was saying Boner Boy 9292.
He had a boat.
He had a boat, yeah. Boater
What?
Boy.
How did he have a boat?
I don't know. He must have had a little boat or something. I don't know. He's probably rich.
Or like a dinghy or something.
I don't know. Duncan's got a little boat, but he.
God, he does have a boat, doesn't he?
Yeah, a little boat. It's got
Not a yacht.
No, it's like a little blow-up boat. He
little
wants to go on the
blow-up
river. He still
boat.
hasn't gone on the river with it. It's too cold now. Holy crap. Dark K Rider. Oh, these names.
I wouldn't go out on a boat with Duncan, would you,
Untrusty bonus.
Lewis?
Untrusty walrus boner.
Would you go out on a boat with Duncan, just the two of you, on a little rocky boat,
I mean, I would be-
drinking?
Oh. No,
Until
I'd
you're both
bring the
drunk.
drink. I'd bring like an ice box full of drink.
Would you go out with a drunk Duncan at night?
He would be drunk first of all. We'd be drunk when we got
He's already
going.
drunk, yeah.
We're not going to fucking France. I don't mind going out on the paddling pool or whatever on the river.
So if you go in that water, you're dead.
What?
Yeah.
I can swim though.
You're in that freezing cold water
Oh.
with alcohol in your bloodstream.
What?
You're going to shock.
I will go to shock.
You're going to shock.
I've been in cold water before.
You'd have to rely on Duncan to fish you out. A drunk Duncan to fish you out.
I would trust my.
He'd like reach in with a big hand and just pull you out.
Yeah, it'd be safe. He'd be fine. He wouldn't even. His feet wouldn't even touch the ground. You know, he'd just be wading in there. You know.
Oh my god. He would just come up to his knees.
Yeah.
He's not that big. He's
His feet wouldn't.
it's like a giant.
Feet wouldn't even. Yeah. Sorry. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I said it wrong, but you get the idea. What is your go-to random fact? Do you have a random fact that you go to?
What do you mean go to?
Like
What,
a random
visit?
fact. If someone says, "Hey, give me a random fact," give me a fact.
I don't think anyone's ever asked me that.
Well,
You give me a random fact.
Yeah, well, I mean,
When do they say what? You're like in a shop.
No, it's like sometimes people say, "Tell me a joke."
Copy of the Daily Mail, please. And then they say,
Give me a random fact.
give me a random fact.
Oh, it's okay. Maybe they don't do that.
Oh, Muslims are scary. That would be it. And they'd say, okay, and then they would hand you the Daily
That's
Mail.
not a fact.
That's like the code. In order to be given a Daily Mail, you have to say that. Oh, immigrants! There you go, son.
Okay, that's not a fact, is it?
If you say, oh, house prices are terrible, they give you like an express or something instead.
It's not a fact. Again, it's,
I miss Lady Diana. They give you an express. I like tits. They give you a star.
yeah.
yeah.
I'd like it if more
The average breast size is now a D cup. And
Really?
They give you a
copy of the Daily Star.
Yeah.
I'd love it if more things in the world were like that. Like you went into a supermarket and you're having some food, and they said, "Give me a random fact,"
Yeah.
and you had to say,
And then based on the fact, they give you a certain meal.
"Yeah," they give you like
Yeah.
what you can live off.
I like that. That's good. It's like a sort of personality test
Yeah.
to see what you should get. That's really cool. I mean, it'd be good for like, what kind of drink and stuff if you're in a bar.
Okay.
And they ask you a question. You're like, you're in a desert and you see a tortoise and it flips over onto the back of its shell. It
Right.
can't get up.
What do you do? Well, it's nature.
Say, I'll have a pint of lager.
I pull out my 44 Magnum. What do you mean? No, because then you have to say some bullshit, and they'll present you with a drink based on your personality type.
What position would you play at baseball?
Like if you go up to that turtle and you flip it back over,
Or are you more
they
of a
give you like a
soccer
baby
person?
sham.
A baby sham.
Do you know what I mean? They
Oh
give you
my
some really
God.
softy drink, like a Bacardi Breezer.
I don't know what sort of questions could they ask. to give
No,
you
they
a
should ask
drink?
you these like philosophical Buddhist questions.
How many? Like
Like, what's the sound of a river?
there's 12 steps that you have to go through to get a drink.
That's right.
12 questions that they ask.
Yeah.
Like the goat.
Yeah.
And then depending on your answers,
Like the goat.
like the goat
What do you mean?
from Fallout, the goat test.
Oh, the goat. What?
Yeah.
GOAT?
Yeah,
Like the GCSEs.
it's
Okay.
the same thing. Yeah.
Right. So, like, is there maths questions?
No, it's like psychological.
What's the square root of 184?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're too stupid. Here's a pint of cider.
It's about 14 or something.
I should have given you an easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
13 something. So here's some go-to random facts. Do you want to hear them? The male giraffe will continuously headbutt the female in the bladder until she urinates. The male then tastes the pee, and it helps to determine whether or not the female is ovulating.
Oh.
If she is, it's business time.
Right.
It's business time. Business time. Hello?
The artificial taste of raspberries comes from the anal gland of a beaver.
The go-to random fact.
Yeah.
I love it. Like you're on a date. Okay, you've just met a girl. You've met her for the first time. You've said, "Oh, you look like
no,
oh,
it's
you,
more like
you don't
speed
look like your
dating.
pictures or
It's
whatever."
more like speed
What?
dating, wouldn't it? Because you always come up with, there's got to be quirky, stupid. What if you was a vegetable? What vegetable would you be, lol? Because you've only got like 3
You have
minutes.
to add the word
or
lol on the
something.
end.
Yeah.
Oh shit! But yeah, I mean that's. Can you imagine? I mean, just any chap with the word anal gland in it,
Yeah.
I guess it's got to be a problem, right?
Not really. I mean,
Do you not think so? Do you think it opens the doors? Saying, "Oh, he's
it
talking
can
about
open
anal
the back
glands."
doors.
He's talking about anal. We've only just met. He's already talking about anal glands. It's
I
very
mean, tower in
forward.
a nice part of fucking town, can't you?
Yeah,
All
the fucking alarms going off.
sirens.
Jesus. The pyramids and woolly mammoths were around at the same time.
Did the mammoths build the pyramids?
It's a conspiracy
They
theory.
had to shave the mammoths so they
Right.
didn't get too hot.
Yeah. And then they
And
had
then
them
they-
walking up on hind legs. And that's why they all look funny in those
They were walking on their
hieroglyphics.
hind legs carrying big,
Big, big old boulders, yeah.
big bricks. They're like giant bricks.
Yeah. They weren't slaves, though. They just did it for fun.
That's the noise they make. Is that quite good?
Yeah, do it into the camera. Okay.
There you go.
Sharks, when rolled on their back, go into stasis mode. They
Stasis
they
mode?
freeze, don't they?
They're
like,
not fucking electronics. They're not like on standby.
They go into standby. They are. Sharks are.
What do you mean they
electronic.
go unconscious?
No,
Is that
they're
what
like
saying?
they're like sharks aren't real. They're government. They're
Oh my
FBI,
Oh my god!
CIA, spy robot.
It's like that movie about the dolphin that's trained to blow up.
We just hit 50,000.
We've hit $50,000. We've hit our total for the evening.
Congrats, everyone. We've done
Thank
it.
you. Thank you so
Thank you everyone
much.
for the donations.
Thank you for donating.
Oh.
50k on the first night.
We're still doing the
It's
podcast.
fantastic.
We
We
got-
are still doing a live podcast.
It's fine. How long have we got to do? We've got to do another 25 minutes. Okay, it's fine.
Oh,
If a
Jesus.
pizza has a radius Z and a depth A,
Oh, here we go.
that pizza's volume can be defined.
Volume, area, surface area.
That pizza's volume can be defined as pi
oh.
times Z times Z
depth.
times A. Pi r squared. Yeah.
Nice.
Pi r squared times whatever. The phrase hands down comes from horse racing and refers to a jockey who is so far ahead that he can afford to drop his hands and loosen the reins,
Is that real?
which are
Because
usually kept tight to encourage.
those kind of facts turn out to be
Hands down.
bollocks.
The band Gorillaz is a pun
Right?
because a group of gorillas is called a band.
Oh, is that true?
Apparently so. Modern day humans are closer in time to the T-Rex than the T-Rex is to the Stegosaurus.
Oh my god!
Did you know that one?
That's terrifying.
Isn't there another one as well, like
T-Rex is about 70 million years ago. Stegosaurus 150 or
something like that? Same one I heard the other day was that Cleopatra is closer to modern day than the building of the pyramids.
Which just seems insane, doesn't
So
it?
she was a very long time ago.
Oh, that's terrible. That's
Difference between 1 million and 1 billion. 1 million seconds is 11 days, but 1 billion seconds is 32 years. So 1 million and 1 billion, a big difference. Is that surprising to you? That's a
No.
lot, isn't it? It's a random
That's
go-to
maths.
fact. Matt, random fact. Oh, the whole bollocks about the space pen. Do you remember that? NASA didn't spend millions on a space pen when the Russians used a pencil. There was
No.
that big thing, right? It was made by an inventor called Paul Fisher, who sold it to NASA for only $6 each. So it didn't like they spend millions.
No, it was $6 a pen.
Yeah.
It wasn't like $50,000 a pen.
No. And it worked pretty well. The person who did, I'm not sure about this one. This might be bollocks. The person who did Miss Piggy's voice also did someone's voice from Star Wars.
Frank Oz,
Who do you think he did from Star Wars?
Yoda,
That's right. Miss Piggy and Yoda had the same voice actor.
Frank Oz.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I'm not, his name. I'm not reading that one. That's very rude.
Read out the rude one.
No.
A woman's ladies' parts is called a vagina.
In the UK, a lot of very old streets are named after the professions of ye olde inhabitants.
Grope Cunt Lane.
Like that, yeah, which is now called Grape Lane. and stuff like this.
Yeah.
But that was the brothels were often located there.
See, I knew where you were going with that.
Yeah, it's a common one. Each pineapple takes 1.5 to 3 years to grow. It takes 3 years to grow a pineapple. Just think about that.
That was quite a segue.
It's out of nowhere. These are random facts. Squid brains are shaped like a donut, and their food pipe runs through it. If a squid eats something too big, it can get brain damage.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That's a good fact. I love that one. That's brilliant.
That's a pretty good fact, isn't it?
Donut-shaped brain. Oh my god.
Gary Newman,
Oh wait, which one?
the one with Numan.
Oh, the Cars guy, not Gary's mod guy.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Cars is 13 days older than Gary Oldman. A grain of sand is halfway in size between an atom and the planet Earth.
What the fuck does that even mean? Halfway in size.
Yeah, it's halfway in size.
What does that mean?
Between an atom.
Halfway in size.
Well, it's in the middle, like Earth,
halfway
atom,
in size.
sand in the middle. So there's like ball, melon, Earth goes bigger, and smaller is like
Logarithmically.
yeah, like grain of sand, cell.
Halfway in size.
Yeah.
That's such a shit way to put
It's
it.
between the two. It's if an atom
Wouldn't it be two
the
grains
same
of sand?
same ratio.
Wouldn't it be 2 grains of sand next to each other?
What?
An atom, grain of sand, 2 grains of sand. So the grain of sand is halfway between an atom and 2 grains of
No, it
sand.
must be the ratio. So like the ratio between an atom to a grain of sand is the same as a grain of sand to the Earth. How about that?
Right, gotcha.
Do you like that? Okay, cool.
Do you like them apples?
Do you like that? There is no place in England that you are more than 52 miles away from the sea.
What?
52 miles away from the
52s
seas.
for 2 miles.
There you go. Sharks were on Earth before trees. Sharks are older than trees. And they're controlled by the government.
That is...
A landlocked country is one that is entirely surrounded by land or has borders with closed seas and therefore no access to international waters.
Before there were trees covering the globe in forests,
Yeah,
there were giant mushrooms.
right.
Just massive
And sharks.
mushrooms.
What do you mean massive? Big toadstools?
Imagine, like in Minecraft,
Right.
the biome that has giant mushrooms.
Don't
It was
mushrooms
like that,
normally like grow on like stuff, like dead stuff?
but it wasn't.
Are you saying
There
it
was
like
only
fungus?
mushrooms at that point. It was just
Right.
giant.
So there wasn't any dead
mushrooms.
stuff. Did they just grow on dead mushrooms?
I don't know what they grew on. They must have done. But it was before, plants. They were just mushrooms.
Well, there must have been some plants, right?
I don't know. I think it was just mushrooms and sharks.
There was a time in history when there were just mushrooms and sharks.
Yeah.
That was a fucking time to be alive, wasn't it?
What a time to be alive.
What a time
Surf
to
and
be
turf. You have a stroganoff.
It's
It's
fantastic.
sharks.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
All the
Stroganoff does
restaurants.
have mushroom in, doesn't it? It's cream and mushroom.
Oh, I love it. I
think so.
love a stroganoff.
I have to avoid it 'cause
Shark
of the
stroganoff.
cream.
Do you? I have to avoid it because of the shark. So a doubly landlocked country is one that is surrounded on all sides by landlocked countries. Okay. So there are two doubly
Mongolia.
There are two doubly landlocked
no, it wouldn't be,
countries
'cause of
in the
China.
world. One is Liechtenstein and one is Uzbekistan.
Oh, Uzbekistan.
Welcome.
It had to be one of those countries up round there.
I think what we'll do is we'll end the podcast with a scary story because you love a spooky story, don't you?
I do.
I know
but
it's not Halloween, but I can't save this for next Halloween. It's ages away. Let's just get on with the scary story. Okay, so I've got a scary story. Are you ready?
Well, or we could just put this podcast out at Halloween.
Uh,
Or the main podcast is done. This is podcast DLC, Halloween special.
we can sell it for extra.
Yeah.
For extra
Nothing.
nothing. Okay, because it's free in the first
Yeah.
place. Scary. These are actually scary stories, but they're only 2 lines long. Okay, so you got to judge how scary they are.
Okay.
You ready? Can we get some scary music, Sam?
How do I?
Not too much. Don't worry about it. If you catch up, don't worry
He's
about
like, what in the next 20 seconds?
it. No, look, we'll carry on. But if you get a chance to put scary music in, just go for it.
So are we going to have a rating system? 5 chainsaws.
5 chainsaws.
Or
5
scary faces.
5 spooky poops.
5 demons. Skeletons.
5
5 skeletons.
wet beds.
5. No. 5 puddles of slime.
Puddles of slime. All right, we're doing that one.
No. Skulls. Okay, go.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to
Yeah.
be spooked? All right, spooky stuff coming. This is really short, so I just want to make sure we're in the right mood before we start.
Should I do the
spooky story.
Candyman music?
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
There was a picture in my phone of me sleeping. I live alone. Right. Okay, that's just
really shit.
we're easing into him, right? Fine.
That's like a 1.
Fine.
That's 1 skull.
Okay. I woke up to hear a knocking on glass. At first, I thought it came from the window.
Came from the mirror.
Until I heard it come from the mirror.
Heard it before.
Heard it before.
One
How many
skull.
1 skull. I can't sleep, she whispered, crawling into bed with me.
She's been dead for 17 years.
No.
Oh.
I woke up cold, clutching the dress she was buried in.
Oh, I like that. That's better. It's more subtle.
How many skulls?
That's 2 skulls.
After working a hard day, I came home to see my girlfriend cradling our child.
It's been dead for 14 years.
I didn't know what was more frightening, seeing my dead girlfriend and stillborn child, or knowing that someone broke into my apartment to place them there.
1 skull.
1 skull.
Lame.
Okay, you're not spooked out by these at all.
No.
All right, well, carry on though. I always thought my cat had a staring problem. She always seemed to be fixated on my face.
Oh, God.
Until one day, I realized that she was always looking just behind me.
Oh, 4 skulls!
4 skulls!
Oh,
4 skulls!
See, that's a lot more subtle than like, dead person.
In my
Isn't
face.
it?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Okay.
right, I'll carry on.
Oh, I'm spooked. Oh.
My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night.
She's been dead 14 years.
I visit her grave and ask her to stop.
Fuck off.
But it
these
doesn't
stories.
help.
They're all the same.
They're all the same.
That's 0 skulls. I'm just fed up.
Growing up with cats and dogs, I got used to the sound of scratching at my door while I slept. But now I live alone. It's much more unsettling. You don't like it?
You
don't like it?
1 skull.
That's all I got. That's all we got.
Is that it?
Yeah. Let's have some more.
Shite.
Let's have some more 3 puddles of slime. I like it. Someone's posting.
The twist is, it's dead. That's literally it.
They were terrible.
I always liked it when my mother made fish fingers and mashed potato for me. But this evening when she made it, I didn't like it so much because she's been dead for 30 years. That's literally all those fucking
that
stories.
literally is that story, yes. Well, look, I think that's enough for the podcast. Let's end it.
All right.
Thanks for listening, everyone. See you all next time.